Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anchor of the Streets.
Yes. Oh, we haven't done this for a while.
We haven't,
Yeah.
and as you can tell, the weather is nice.
Oh,
Spring has sprung here in
shades
London.
on. Yeah, we're buzzing.
Yes. Today, we are hitting the streets to ask you guys some important questions, as always.
Yes.
What are today's questions about, Zach?
Yep. So we actually are starting a new series today, and we're going to be discussing traditions and just everything from inheritance and background and family
and culture.
ancestors. Yeah, all that sort of
We're
stuff.
just throwing out buzzwords at this point.
Yeah, we are.
Seeing what sticks.
But yeah, we're just going to be asking people kind of, I don't know, have they got any traditions they still stick to from generations before, basically, and what it means to them? Have they dropped anything? You know, is there anything that they've kind of been like, actually, I don't want this anymore? Those sort of things, right?
And are we even like valuing tradition, or is
Yeah.
tradition keeping us in the past?
Yeah.
I think that's also an important question that hopefully we will
Yes.
get answered
Yeah,
today.
we're excited for this series, so we're going to try and dive into this a bit more. But yeah, let's take it to the streets and see what we can find. Okay, we have Dennis here. Thank you for joining us, mate. First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Austria and I'm from mates.
Yep.
Dusko and John.
Okay.
And we are staying for 3 days. It's our last day here.
Yeah, awesome, brilliant. Thanks for coming on. We're basically just talking about traditions and anything, I guess, in your family, things that have just been passed down.
Yeah.
So, I guess Austria. I don't know actually what Austria is like, but have you guys got any traditions that are kind of like a culture thing that you guys do? Like, doesn't matter what age or where you're, kind of what era you're from.
Yeah,
You always have.
there are some traditions in Austria, like the Krampus.
Okay.
There's the, Christmas, and after Christmas, or like I don't know exactly when it is,
Yeah.
but there's like people that dress up like devils,
Like devils.
and they're like going with whips, whipping the air, scaring the children, and scaring
Wow.
the people, and that's a tradition. And there are people that waste. They spend real big money on those
Like the costumes and stuff
the
like that.
whips and everything.
Wow. So, do you mind me asking? Do you know where that comes from exactly, or?
I don't really know the history behind that, but
Okay.
it goes deep.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like it goes deep. Is that something you take part in yourself, or?
No, but I've seen a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that dress up like that and
Yeah.
buy those things.
Right. Okay. Is this something that's like, as the years have gone down, is it something that's like not become as big, or is it
No,
still a
it's-
big
it's
thing?
Still big. It's
Wow.
still big. It never changed in the past years and
Right.
till now. And they're like Christmas, and Christmas is basically the same.
Okay.
But yeah, the traditions there's Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
In October there's a festival we attend to, and it's
Okay.
like we drink a real much beer. And
Okay.
A lot of beer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Right.
And
So it's like a festival each year that you do,
Yeah.
and you just drink a lot, basically.
yes,
Is that
and
right? Okay.
you dress up like with leather trousers and leather pants
Okay.
that go to the knees.
Yes. Okay.
And it's called Lederhose.
Right.
And
Okay.
for the women, that's like dresses,
Yep.
which are named dirndls.
Okay. Right.
I for myself, not dirndl, but a lederhose.
Yeah. Sure. Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, this is like a fest, and it's like you dress up like a what do you call them, a farmer.
Yes.
You look like
okay.
farmers and so.
Right. And is that? Do you know where that comes from, or is that just something you just do? It's just tradition.
It's just tradition.
Right, interesting. So, such an interesting thought is like
Yeah.
there's so many things like that we just follow, and we're like, we
Yeah.
actually don't know like why we
Actually,
do it
yeah.
and stuff like that. Is there anything in your family, like taking Austria aside a little bit more,
So,
anything in your family that kind of carries down?
I have not just Austrian roots, because my roots go back to I'm Turkish.
Oh, do you speak
Apart-
Turkish?
I speak Turkish a little
Ah,
bit.
Türkçe konuşuyorsun.
Evet, konuşuyorum.
Ah, tamam. Wow, super. I grew up in Turkey. Anyway, carry on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, like we have traditions in Turkey, like
Yeah.
religious fests and festivals
yeah.
and everything.
Right.
But
Okay. Is there anything then? What about like? We're also trying to ask like anything from your family that you've kind of thought like actually, like I'm gonna take that on to my kids as well, and you're gonna
Yeah.
keep and things like that. Is there anything specific that you'll like carry to your kids if you want to have kids one day?
so I've learned really much from my parents, and they were really kind and so on. We don't like
Nothing specific.
celebrate many festivals or traditions or anything. They're just kind to me,
Right.
and we respect each other,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm trying to keep in the family.
Right,
After
okay.
that.
I really respect that. That's super cool. What about anything like the flip side? Last question.
Yeah.
Anything on the flip side where there's like you're thinking, okay, actually, this is not something that I'm going to carry from my, I don't know, old ancestors and generations
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Anything in your
There are
family?
some strict rules.
Strict rules.
Which in Turkish families are common.
Yep.
Like being too respectful with your elders.
Okay.
And they're like,
Yeah.
my grandfather wanted to.
Yeah.
There's like my brother,
Okay.
and he told my brother that cousin from us, cousin from me,
Yeah.
should marry him,
Right.
and he wanted to
So it's like an arranged marriage.
arrangement. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
And this kind of things I would like to like.
Not do basically.
do it,
Yeah.
basically
And not
that.
carry on. Okay. Wow. Super interesting. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
Dennis. I appreciate your chat, mate. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
All right, so now I'm here with Rifana and Afi. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Close enough? It sounds better in Dutch. But yeah, you guys are from the Netherlands, you said, here on a school trip, uni students. That's amazing. So today we are talking about tradition. Basically, and even maybe from your perspective of being from the Netherlands, like, are there any traditions that you guys grew up with that it's just like, oh, that's normal for us, that maybe somewhere else, like here in England, it's not even a thing?
Yes, when it's your birthday, when you congratulate someone, you give them 3 kisses on the cheeks.
Oh, every time.
Every time. Everyone.
Even
Like
with
like
your
the mother,
gross
the
uncle
sister.
and stuff, they just kiss you.
They all kiss you.
Even with your gross uncle, she said, if you
Yes.
did not catch that. That's a very non-English thing. Yeah, we do not do that here. Is there anything that maybe like of your family or in traditions even, so like maybe closer to home, that like you're like, okay, this is something that I really value and I want to make sure that that either stays with my kids if I have kids one day, or, you know, my friends or the people that you have influence over? Is there anything that you are like, yeah, this is something that I hope like I never lose? Yeah.
Well, I'm really close with my brothers and my sisters,
Mm.
and every Sunday we meet.
Oh wow.
So with my sister has 2 kids, and they all bring their kids, and well, we eat with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So the simplicity of that.
Yes.
Yeah. And
It's
keeping
just it's really relaxing. Nobody has to ask if they will come, because everybody will be there.
Oh,
It's
wow.
every Sunday.
Wow. That is a beautiful tradition, but that is tradition in its
Yes.
simplest form, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Is there any way or any traditions, maybe from the Netherlands or from your families, that you think, okay, like, nah, like this ain't it, like.
Yeah, the
No.
3 kisses.
The 3 kisses.
Nee, Sinterklaas.
Also Sinterklaas.
Oh,
you know
yes,
Sinterklaas?
I know Sinterklaas. Yeah.
Well,
It's
kind of-
pretty racist though.
Yeah. Okay, that is a very good point.
I think it's like difficult because I grew up with that. I never thought about it like that until like in the media it shows. I thought like, whoa. Well, I actually don't care, but if people get hurt by, yes, how it's going, like the Black Pete, you know. So I think, well, if I'm not gonna miss them if they're not there. I think when I have kids and they're not black anymore, they have other colors. I really don't care as long as just the tradition is like continuing and everyone's just having fun.
Yeah.
I just think that it is very
But it
racist.
is slowly,
so-
slowly changing though.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
They
So
are now very colorful.
there we go.
Like we have
pink ones.
pink ones, blue ones, rainbow
Yellow.
ones.
Okay,
Yes.
so you do see that there is.
Yes.
Was there a lot of resistance? Like, did people get angry?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, a lot.
Yes, a lot.
I can imagine because tradition is tradition, right? And a lot of
Yes.
people say, well, it's always been this way,
Yes.
and or something like this. No
Mhm.
one was hurt by it before, so it should be fine, you know. But how do you see that in the sense of like progressing with tradition? Because obviously some tradition are still good to keep, but if it's hurting people or if it's not, you know, what it should be,
Yes.
like how do you kind of view that? And how, as you know, especially you as young people in the Netherlands, do you think that there is definitely that space to like shake up tradition?
Well, we can just adapt to the people who like think it's not okay, because some people get bullied or something for, that's kind of stuff. And I think we can just adapt. We can keep the tradition, but we can adapt to what everyone's fine with. Like, just get presents, be with your family, your friends.
Right.
That's what it's all about, actually. So
Yeah. No, I think that's so good. That's awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much, ladies. This has been awesome. I love the perspective of the Netherlands as well. Something fresh for us. And thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
All right, guys. We are here with Sandrine. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Awesome. Where are you from? You're from France, right?
I'm from France, yeah, next
Awesome.
to Paris.
Next to Paris, yes, not Paris. But yeah, so thank you for stopping for us on this beautiful day here in London. But today we are talking about tradition, right? Are there any traditions maybe that you grew up with or from your culture even? Because I'm sure in France it'll be different than here, that you grew up with that you were like this is part of what defines me or defines my upbringing or who I am.
Yes, of course, like any countries, we've got many customs, many traditions, like Christmas, like Christians traditions, of course, but like more local. I come from Alsace, which is the east of France, so we've got different traditions from the other regions in France. And I used to live in England a long time ago,
Oh, really?
and the English tradition, the British tradition, that's why we're here for.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, traditions, when you think about London, you really think about traditions.
Right. And like the history, the kind of idea of like there's so much history that has happened here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
As well, history, more culture with food. Any countries you relate it to a meal or to kind of food, and London and Paris, yeah. French is very famous for the food.
It's true. It's
English as well, England as well. So yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. From outside, yeah.
From us, I was gonna say from here, it doesn't seem that special, but
No,
that is
you
true.
do. You do. You have a lot of, yeah, we love it.
Amazing. Is there any traditions maybe that you can see that you're like, okay, those are old now. Like those are time to kind of do away with them. They're not really helping us anymore. That could be like on a society scale or even a personal one as well.
As I'm not, all the Christian traditions, depending if you believe or not, if you're Christian or not, like the 15th of August or even Christmas is really a marketing thing for some of us.
Yeah.
So there are traditions. It's a nice way to be with the family, but it's not tradition like we're not doing it for the purpose it was at the beginning.
Interesting. So you said a lot of the Christian like traditions as well. It's okay if you don't want to like get into it, but do you align with Christianity or not Christianity?
Not
Or-
at all.
Not at all. Okay, so for you, when you look at it, it just kind of seems like it's this whole
Marketing.
marketing.
Yeah,
Well,
it
fair
is.
enough.
It is.
Yeah, but I like what you said about keeping it at family, because I
Yeah.
think even if we have different like beliefs, like for example, I am a Christian,
Yeah.
but I can very much agree with a lot of aspects of that, right? How they become sort of like this tool.
It's a shame,
Yeah.
because the Christians or any religions really. The good thing was like the Jewish, it's really family orientated
Yeah.
from the Friday to the Saturday, and I think it was really a good purpose at the beginning, being together and being friendly and being helpful
Yeah.
and having everybody around the table was really the right thing
Right.
to do.
Right.
And we lose it. I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas now or even, I don't know, many others. Yeah,
Many
it's
other
really
things.
remember why we did it at the first place.
I love that. So the tradition maybe has become this big
Yeah.
thing, but if we go back to the heart of it or the essence, right? Like
was
what was
great,
it here
yeah.
for?
Yeah.
I love that so much. That's so good. As well, is there anything, maybe any traditions that like you're looking to pass on? I don't know if you have a family or even your friends or even just the people that you interact with. Is there anything that you're looking to pass on to other people as tradition?
As traditions or culture or
Yeah.
like the French. I mean, my region, we really welcome people. So that's something like if you don't know the person, if somebody needs something or anything, or with tourists, as simple as that.
Yeah.
In France, in Paris, we're really famous for not being super friendly
Yeah.
with tourists. And what we loved in England when I brought my husband the first time is like, I was with a map at the time, it was a long time ago, and 2 minutes, you've got like two persons, just ready to help you.
Wow.
So
yeah.
that's England, and that's
Wow.
not France.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very encouraging for me.
No,
That's
it is,
exciting.
It
yeah.
is. No, he really saw the difference. He really
Wow.
noticed the difference. This country is really respectful. In France, it's like, we're not really friendly with the tourists in
Right.
Paris.
Right.
But Paris is not France. London is not
England.
England.
Yes, it's the same.
So
yeah.
So I've been living in north of England, North London, and But south of England is so friendly. They take the
Yeah.
time, just like south of France.
Right? They take the time.
Yeah.
I love that.
They
That is
take
so
the
good.
time. Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks
This
a
has been
lot.
Awesome.
That
It
was
a
fun.
Great chat. Yeah.
That was great fun.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot.